Yeah.
So good.
I didn't go to full 30 seconds. That was Come Baby Come by K7 from the album Swing Bada Bada Swing.
Right?
No, wait. Swing Bada Swing. I totally forgot about that song. I can't remember where I heard it recently that it made me put it on my phone, though.
That jam is on point, though.
The opening's pretty legit.
Yeah,
like,
for sure it is.
Like, you can't argue with that opening.
No.
Like, that's a full-on, like, for sure I was watching a show or a movie or something where they were, like, walking out of somewhere in slow-mo, like, covered in battle gear or ready for a rumble.
For sure.
Because that opening scene is full-on, like, it's go time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to make that my new alarm clock. That'll get you out of bed, bud.
That'd be a dope ringtone.
Yeah, it would.
Do that right now. Hey, man.
What's up?
What's happening?
Everything's happening.
It's been a while.
I know.
You know what? It's the holidays.
It is.
So I guess we're on a 2-week, every 2-ish weeks.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks-ish.
It's been a little more than 2 weeks.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I'm a busy man.
It's true.
As are you.
Sometimes I am.
Yeah, we've canceled on each other over the last couple weeks.
It's gone
mostly
down
me.
like that.
Mostly me.
It's gone down.
Oh.
Episode 25, though.
No.
Right now.
No.
Yeah, it is.
We did that was last one.
No, you're a liar.
Are you sure?
Yep.
We promised the people it'd be all questions and answers.
That's right. We got a whole bunch
Well,
of
hang
them.
on. Let's riff a little first.
Of course.
How's that big old phone treating you?
Oh, what, this big old phone?
That tablet over there.
It's treating me so good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love it. I love it, actually.
That's still my old one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I grabbed somebody passed me like it was like a 5. It was like a regular 5. I've only had this thing like a few weeks now, but now it seems like a baby's toy. Like I was like, how did I can't even see the screen. I'm like all the keypads are
That's what I thought when I went back to the regular size.
Yeah.
What's mine here? This is a 7 regular, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm happy. It fits in my pocket again.
Right.
Like that thing never fit in any pockets. It's huge.
I just custom made all my pockets.
It's huge. I got like a under the shoulder holster.
Yeah.
Put your phone in.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's the best.
The one good thing about that is in our line of work, it's good for. I edited part of like my book on that.
Yeah. Oh man, just
because
like writing emails or long texts or making notes or whatever, it's way better.
Yeah, yeah. If you want to watch a video,
yeah.
But this is still a decent size, like the one I got now.
Yeah, it's a little bigger than what they used to be. Still.
Yeah,
yeah.
And they've stopped changing the size every phone too.
Right.
Or I guess they'd go a couple models with the same chassis.
Yeah.
Just new hardware and programs.
Right on. And then slap something else on there.
I'm a little hungover.
Yeah, eh? What happened last night?
Oh, we did a wake for my buddy whose dad died.
Okay.
So he makes too much money, so he decided that he would buy everyone's drinks at the bar.
Right.
For the invited.
Yeah.
So he had a running tab at the Heart and Crown.
Right. Okay.
I went a little late because I'm like, I don't know, I want to be there all night with an open bar.
Yes. Could be dangerous.
But it was still rather rowdy. And then we went from there to a basically like a cop party at another bar.
Okay.
And it was like one of the police platoons, and it was just a shit show.
Okay. Yes. Excellent.
It's like it was like a private side of the bar, basically.
Right on.
It's a good time. So
that's good. Sometimes you got to cut loose.
Wow. Yeah, I got home at like 3.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That's
and then I watched Avengers: Civil War.
Right. Okay.
And ate food.
Yeah.
And had a few more drinks here.
You couldn't just shut her down.
I was in a good mood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I decided to keep it rolling when I got home.
There you go.
Yeah, just chilled out. But when I passed out, I was
done.
I was
so
out.
good. Going.
But I always
full
wake
belly.
up early when I'm after drinking.
Right. Okay.
And I woke up at like, I don't know, 8:30, 9.
Okay. Yeah. Lunchtime.
And really. So what was that? That would have been, I think by the time I actually went to bed, it was only like 4 hours sleep.
right.
And then I had some bacon sandwiches and went back to bed.
Amazing.
And now you're here.
the best.
So you can tell by the look of my face how enthusiastic I am.
Oh yeah, you're through the roof.
Oh, buddy. How's it going, troops? Episode 25 of the Jody Mitic podcast. We're back. But hey, it's the holidays. I know we're taking a little time between episodes. We are trying to iron out a few things that we keep trying to bring to you guys. And business is weird.
Business is weird.
Business people, I just think that's just the nature of life.
Yeah.
You know, somebody says that they can make something happen. And then, see, that's why I don't like to talk about stuff until I have it in my hand.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah. Like that one thing we thought was in our hand.
Yeah. Not in the hand yet.
But it's not even in the mail.
Not even in the mail.
We thought it was in the mail.
In the mail. That's all right. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. But
Oh,
at the
yeah.
same time, hey, listen, if it's not in the mail, don't tell me it's in the mail.
Right.
Because guess what? It's not like an email where you can say, oh, I must have gone to your junk folder.
Yeah. Check your junk
It's
folder.
actually a physical thing that I can get in my hand from the mail person.
Yeah.
And if you didn't mail it, I'm gonna notice.
I'm going to find out.
Hey, yeah. Remember that thing you said that you physically put into that box that says Canada Post
Yeah.
and sent me? Either it got lost.
What if I got mail robbed?
Uh-oh. Could you imagine getting so deep into the lie that you're just like, oh, bro, the mailman must have stolen it. I totally mailed it.
That friggin' guy.
Oh, I knew it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I never trusted him.
Oh, I never trust.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, bro. I'll cancel it. I'll cancel that check and I'll send the next one FedEx.
That mailman, he's always so friendly, comes up petting my dog, asks me how my day is. He's full of shit.
Yeah, and he's never looking at me. He's scoping out my living room and stuff,
yeah.
trying to pick out the valuables.
For sure.
Oh yeah. Oh, no, see, they don't do that at all.
No. Amazing guy.
Occasionally,
Super
you get a
nice.
bad mail person. They usually get caught pretty quick.
I bet they would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone on your route is missing mail. Can we go ahead and look in your trunk?
Huh?
What? You ever heard of that stories?
No.
Where they'll find that there's a bad mail carrier,
Right.
And then they go to the guy's house or they go into his pickup truck, and it's just thousands and thousands of pieces of mail that he was like, man, I'm not gonna fucking deliver this.
I'm not feeling like it.
The
today.
worst one, I'm trying to remember when I read it. It was some American postal delivery guy, and they went to his house, I believe, and his shed, garage, basement, and every other room of the house, but the living room and his bedroom, which still had bags of mail,
Right.
were just stuffed, overflowing, full of people's mail.
No
and they
way.
somehow had gotten away with it for 5 or 6 years.
Amazing.
And they're like, oh my God. There's, we're talking Christmas cards,
Birthday.
paychecks,
Yeah.
government checks, hey, how's it going today? Mail.
Yeah.
And also, the reason they caught him, though, I think, is because all the junk mail buyers were like, hey, how come our shit's not getting out?
Right. I gotta get my flyer.
Customers calling and saying, I'm not getting mail.
Right.
No reaction.
Yeah.
Just shut up, taxpayer.
Yeah. No, cram it. Too funny.
I'm generalizing, folks. I'm making jokes. Don't worry about it. Brought to you today by Firehouse Coffee and my hangover, which is brought to you by Strongbow Cider and a few too many shots of Patron.
There you go.
And what else? Oh, that's it.
Unflinching.
Oh yeah, we want to keep saying Unflinching: The Making of a Canadian Sniper. My book available from Simon & Schuster at all bookstores and on Amazon. Amazon Prime, which you can get a 30-day free trial of Amazon Prime right now.
There you go.
Which I did to order Christmas presents for the kids.
Yeah.
Guess what, though?
What?
Amazon prices, no good.
Right?
The same thing I was about to buy for my daughter, which was on Amazon.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? That seems like a lot for that particular toy.
Yeah.
Because my wife was just like, hey, Kira wants this. Go ahead and and she sent me the screenshot from Amazon. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I'm looking at it. And I'm like, it doesn't seem like it should cost that much. I mean, it's just a toy. Anyway, check out Toys R Us.
Yeah.
Like less than half.
No way.
Yeah. And I can just, because there's one down the street here, right?
Yeah. That's right.
Order it online. I can just go pick it up.
Amazing.
It's like waiting for me over there for free.
I
For
guess-
freezies.
That's great. But I guess like
I just sniffed my nose into the microphone.
For sure
I'm
you
very
did.
sorry.
For sure you did. Amazon is just like a collection of like sellers, right? Like there's maybe like 10 different sellers that are selling that item. And I guess
but none of them were for what the retail price is. It was all over retail.
Do you think it's just the time of year that they're
Yeah, but if it was a rare toy, sure. If it was an Tickle Me Elmo or whatever, that's stupid. Remember when Tickle Me Elmo was like taking over the fucking world?
Yeah, of course. People punching each other in the faces at
Paying
stores.
$1,000 for it to get it for their kid.
Yeah, right.
So anyway, yeah, I just ordered the thing at Toys R Us website, and it's over there waiting for me. It's already paid for and everything.
That's great.
So I'm like, not sure why Amazon's so good.
Yeah.
Except I guess it's a one-stop shop.
That's true.
And you can support our friends like Jocko and Rogan and all these other guys if you click on the link. Or
Yeah.
Rogan doesn't do Amazon.
No, he doesn't.
We should do Amazon.
Yes, correct.
We don't need anybody else to do Amazon.
No, sir.
We should get on there.
Yes, we should.
What do you guys think? I can't hear you.
Huh?
We're recording this Sunday afternoon at
in
my
front
place.
of a live studio audience.
Ripping and rapping right here.
Yeah.
What else is new, man?
Ooh, I had me a good dinner last night.
It was your anniversary, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was on the 12th. Was my wedding anniversary.
But you guys went out last night.
Yeah, because it was like the 12th was like Wednesday or something like that, right? So we went out last night, went down to Rosies on Bank Street, just north of Lansdowne, on the east side of Bank. And it's like Southern Kitchen and Raw Bar. Super good there. I had the
What made you go there?
we had been there before and had like a great meal.
So what'd you have?
I had, it's called Cattle and Coop. It was like I think it was
So
like
it's
an
like
8-ounce
beef and chicken?
sirloin with, it has bacon as well, and then a poached egg on top of that with like mashed potatoes and vegetables and stuff like that, right? Amazing. So good. I can taste it right now.
Oh my God, my mouth is literally
Yeah.
watering.
It was amazing.
I thought those bacon sandwiches earlier were pretty good.
But I would wipe the floor with that.
It's called
bacon sandwich.
Rosies?
Yeah, it's called Rosies. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard of
Rosie's Southern Kitchen and Raw Bar, I believe, because they have like seafood, that
Where's
like
it- where-
oysters and
it.
stuff.
How long has it been there?
I have no idea. Like at least 2 years, because
Who
the
put you
last
hip
time
to
I
it?
was there, my buddy Mike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think they recommended.
I gotta
it
go
first.
downtown to eat more.
Yeah,
Like
there's
Bank Street, Ottawa is like got
there's
some
so
real
many
culinary
places.
gems down there.
Yeah, definitely hit that up.
Actually, do you ever go to the place down by the old City Hall by the mall there? It's called the Brasserie.
Ooh, yeah,
You been there?
We've been there a handful of times.
They got a new place, bigger place down on 10th line.
Right, I heard something about that. I haven't been.
I know
over
that
there yet.
I know one of the owners.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah,
The food is so good.
the place in Centrum is St. Martha's, right?
It's called St. Martha's Brass. I just called it the Brasserie. I don't know why.
Yeah,
It's
No, it's
new and
good.
it's the St. Martha's. Like maybe not. You could call it the restaurant,
right.
but I think they use a French name of
Okay.
some sort. I don't know. I can't remember.
But it's
But it's
good.
St. Martha's.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's buddy.
Right on.
So the cook from the Brasserie went to the new one.
Okay.
I think he goes back and forth, but you never know what's going to be on the menu. Like he goes out and like finds something cool at the market.
Yeah, I like that.
Like the best meal I've ever had there, and I'm always on their ass to do it again. But the guys, whatever the chef is feeling today,
That's right.
it's they had this brisket
Yep.
and melt on your tongue. It was they brought it to me with a knife and fork.
Yeah.
I used a spoon
Amazing.
to eat it. Like
Ooh.
it was so good.
Yeah.
and it wasn't all hyped up with too much extra bullshit. It was the brisket, a little gravy, some mashed potatoes on the side, and some green beans, I think, or maybe some spinach.
Yeah.
Can't remember what the green was, but it was just, here you go.
Yeah.
There's no fanfare. There's no drizzle along the side of the plate.
A raspberry reduction.
Yeah, no, none of that bullshit. None of that bullshit to just dress it up and add a flavor that I don't need.
That's right.
What do I always say? Cook me a steak, sure, a little salt and pepper on it.
Yeah.
Cool. Steak spice, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Beat it.
What are you doing? I want to taste the cow.
That's right.
Cow gave his life for me to eat it. I don't
right.
need to taste spice.
No.
This ain't Roman times when we had to salt our meat to keep it fresh.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
I got a fridge right there.
Just cook it right.
Just
It'll
cook it.
taste amazing.
Yeah. What have I been up to? Just busy. So I'll mention it here, but I think the next episode we'll get deeper into it. I got a new book.
Go
the
on.
CanadianSoldierStories.ca.
Nice.
We're gathering stories from other troops.
Yeah.
Have we talked about this yet? Last episode? No,
I
because I don't think
I think you alluded to the fact that there's a project.
CanadianSoldierStories.ca. The website is up. Go there. If you know someone or you are a soldier that has a story that you're willing to tell, I would love to hear it. Me and some very qualified editors at Simon & Schuster will go through your story, call you up, interview you. Again, if you're local, I'll come to you. And then we go through the story. We make it it's not a full book. It's just, it's like a compilation of 26 or 7 stories so far.
Right on.
But we haven't received too many. This website's only been up a couple weeks, but
Right, okay.
They didn't understand at Simon & Schuster that getting soldiers to talk about themselves is pretty tough.
Right,
In a public forum, anyway.
Definitely. Definitely.
Big part of our thing is we're very modest.
Yeah.
And, I wrote my book. It took 8 years, though,
That's right.
before I said, well, maybe I got a story to tell.
Right, yeah.
And,
You weren't
hundreds of people being like, you should write a book, bro.
Yeah. You weren't just slinging it out there.
No, well, yeah, it's the one thing to tell someone a story or tell a crowd a story, hoping they learn something, or you get to pass on how great your friends are, or whatever. But so most military books, the problem is that it's written. If you wrote it, you'd tell me about everybody else in the platoon but yourself.
That's right.
And the reader's like, yeah, that's great. Tell me what Luke Rowan is thinking as the bombs are exploding and the and the fighter jets are going overhead.
Yeah.
So anyway, and here, my buddy has I can't remember. I think it's the Star of Military Valor, which is one below the Victoria Cross.
Okay.
Because Canada, we're the only Commonwealth nation that was in Afghanistan that decided none of our troops deserve the Victoria Cross.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Interesting.
Thanks. Thanks, whoever gives out the medals.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Everybody else is doing stuff to earn Victoria Crosses, but no Canadian was gallant enough.
No.
You fucks.
We're just holding back on these. They're kind of pricey to get them pressed out, so.
Sorry, we're gonna get into something here. It's the. Anyway, whatever. You know what? I'm not gonna get into it right now.
Sure.
It's just gonna make me angry.
Another time.
Bro, I read accounts on what Australian, New Zealand, and British troops and even Gurkhas are getting the Victoria Cross for, and I'm like, I know guys that did that times 6.
Right. Okay.
And they got mentioned in dispatches.
Right.
A good job, soldier.
Right. High five.
On my tour, because it was one of the first ones where we were in combat again.
Right.
All of us on the tour were just like, this must be the job. And nobody bothered writing up anything for medals unless it was crazy.
Right.
But then the next tour or a couple tours later, you're reading write-ups for guys who are getting all these medals, and you're like, that was every Tuesday for us.
Right.
And this guy's getting a parade. And not to diminish the awards guys are getting.
Sure.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that at all.
Yeah.
But I think on our end, we discounted it, what we were doing, because there was no comparison.
There was no comparison.
Right?
Yeah.
So we were like, oh, I guess this is just how it goes. And then even the stories we tell each other in the snipers, and we'll be like, yeah, did we like shortchange ourselves by not writing each other up for stuff?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, like we got a couple of commendations.
Yeah.
Which are like certificates of achievement.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, they're don't get me wrong, they're awesome to get, but at the same time, when you like, we were getting them for things that in later tours, guys were getting like full blown medals for. And,
Okay.
and like going to meet the Governor General and stuff.
Yeah.
Man, I'm starting to sound a little bit bitter.
Maybe
it's because I'm hungover.
Maybe a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
We promised the troops listening that we would do nothing but questions today, and we're already 20 minutes in, and I haven't answered a single question.
All right. Do you want to jump into it then?
Let's just fucking roll.
All right.
Hit me.
So our main man, Steven, who is quite active on our social medias, he wants to know, let's see here. So I've been shooting now for about 4 months, approximately 1,200 rounds between the range and 3 Sig Sauer courses. As a new shooter, I'm learning about the different drills like the wall drill and dry firing my pistol to practice trigger pull and sight alignment. Do you have any other tips or suggested drills for newer shooters looking to tighten their groupings? And he adds in, I'm headed down to Tim Kennedy's course in January, and I'm trying to get better to get the most benefit out of his course. I expect to have about 2,200 to 2,500 rounds shot before I attend. So he's putting in some time. He's getting some shots off. And he loves the Sig Sauer P320C. He says it rocks. Likes
P320C.
Yeah.
Compact.
P320C.
Yeah, so compact, which is shorter barrel and slimmer frame than mine. It's meant to be easier to carry.
Right.
Actually, it might not have a shorter barrel. The carry. Maybe it's a carry. I don't know. Anyway, so if he's talking straight pistol, I'm not a pistolier.
Right.
I say that every time. But shooting is shooting, so he's dry firing, which is good. He's shooting, which is good. But my only part in my mind that I'm going, he's practicing to go on a course where he's going to learn everything he wants to know that he's asking us.
Right.
So, which is great. It's fine. But Tim Kennedy, like, he's the master of this stuff, right? Like, he's a sniper. He's a close quarter combat expert. It's tough to be both. And he's a Green Beret. And he's to the same. His advice is the same as mine. Like dry fire, dry fire, dry fire.
Yep.
But also, every time you shoot, just think about what you're doing.
Right.
Right. And if you'll know when you fuck up, once you know the feel of your weapon.
Right.
And if it's a carry, he's got a shorter barrel. It's the carry pistols are designed for gunfights in like a hallway, basically.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean they're meant to go and be carried.
Yeah.
Whereas like I have the full combat size, the full length barrel, and
right.
So the longer your barrel, the more accurate. Blah 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 blah. But you got to practice. So 1,200 plus 2,500. So he's gonna have lots of rounds down range, and his pistol should be all worked in by then and smoothed out. And I've had zero issues with my 320, but the only tip I guess I could give him for pistol would be, I don't know. I gotta be honest, man. I got nothing here. He's
all right,
but because he's got it all.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe that's it. He's doing a great job.
Great job, bro.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
All right.
Let us know how it goes with Tim Kennedy's course. I'm thinking about taking it myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
You can never learn too much.
Of course.
Yeah. And I think it'd just be a lot of fun to watch Tim Kennedy all
Absolutely.
day. Be Tim Kennedy.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
I like that.
Anyway, bro. Keep it up. Keep that 320 rolling, and like I said, let me know what you think about it. My friends at Sig Sauer would love your review.
Right on.
All right.
Good stuff. Moving on here. What's your opinion on the JTF2, and how do you think Canada stands up against other nations' special forces?
Well, I wanted to be JTF2.
Right.
Then I can tell you that testimony from other nations is that they're the best.
Is that right?
But it's one of those like let's say it's the NFL.
Right.
Okay, first of all, they're all in the NFL. The worst team, the worst player in the NFL and the best player in the NFL, you're still in the NFL.
Right.
You're
True.
still like the 0.05% of the 0.1%.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Best of the best.
Right. So, and then you have your top five. I'd say easily the JTF or top five.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Is there something that they do differently that makes them maybe better than other places, or?
No, I think it's their size is part of it. You know, they're a very small unit because we're a very small military. They pull from every branch and every service of the military. So you could be a cook in the Navy,
Yeah.
try out for JTF. If you pass selection, they will turn you into a gunfighter.
Right. Okay.
They don't give a fuck. That's
Right.
why it's called the Joint Task Force.
Yeah.
So there's other Joint Task Force in the Army or in the military, sorry. But it's just like they had a Joint Task Force for for the Olympics in Vancouver.
Right. Okay.
Joint Task Force Command for what was happening because a lot of the military did a lot of security there.
Right.
Like we literally had guys like living in the mountains doing patrols in case like terrorists or
Yeah.
environmentalists or something. I don't know what they were out there patrolling for, but seemed important.
Right. In case anything.
Well, you know, and for the troops, it's just training too.
Right.
So it's good anyway. But yeah, man. And I remember talking to an American Black Hawk pilot. I think he was a Black Hawk pilot about, you know, like they have their way of doing things.
Yeah.
And so when we get there, we have to adopt or modify some of what we do to integrate with them because they just, you know, they have, at the time especially, they had all the resources. And they were like, hey, man, yeah, I love working with you guys. Like, you're JTF guys, or I forget what they call it, like Spec Ops guys.
Yeah.
They're awesome because, like, they do things even our guys won't do, and our guys know exactly how it's supposed to be done. And,
Right, okay.
you know, when you show up, they got the tea laid out with the infrared glow sticks, and you got the guy meets the pilot, blah, 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 you know, like, he was, like, very professional, always on point. And I'm like, well, yeah, of course they are.
Obviously.
Canadian, bro.
Yeah. Hello.
Eh?
Yeah.
Want
right?
pancakes and syrup?
Huh? Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, eh? Sorry, we're so awesome, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet though, eh? You know what I realized the other day? I'm actually my accent and the way I talk is like stereotypically Canadian.
Yeah.
Because I'm always like, oh, that's sweet, eh? Yeah, it's
true,
good to go. Good to go, eh?
Yeah. You're definitely a hoser. Yeah.
I'm the hosiest hoser around, eh? Like,
Nice.
I realized it though because I said when I think I was getting a coffee or something, and the girl was maybe 19,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Oh, I accidentally put an extra shot of espresso in there. If that's okay, or I can throw." I'm like, "No, hey, that's sweet, eh?"
Right.
And she just looked at me like, "What the fuck did you just say?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Thank you, thank you very much for the free coffee. I am very appreciative. Thank you,
Have a good day.
and I will see you later."
Yeah.
All right, next.
Next, Scotty wants to know what are the legit Canadian vet groups? We've all heard of Wounded Warrior and others in the States, maybe not doing their mandate as nonprofits and maybe keeping most of the money for themselves, et cetera, et cetera. Maybe there's some not so awesome groups out there, but what are some legit or awesome Canadian vet groups?
Yeah. Hang on 1 second. Hit pause. Yeah, sorry about that. Somebody was texting me that they were going to walk in the door. I'm like, no, we're in the middle of the podcast.
Do not.
Yeah. Anyway, the other day I was texting Alana. What word was I I forget what word I would try to. Oh, what was it? Awesome? Oh man, what was it? Anyway, but the Siri put the name Errol, ERROL.
Like Errol Flynn? Like
Yeah, like the name.
the actor from 1930.
And I'm like, wow. First of all, I thought Siri
Right.
that, and I'm going to say Siri enough. She's probably going to wake up on my phone here, but you're supposed to read the sentence and go, oh, what makes sense to autofill here?
Yeah.
Have I ever thought the word name Errol?
Chances are no.
And does it go next to, hey, that's, what's the next word?
Awesome.
Amazing?
Hey, that's Errol.
But no, hey, that's Errol. No. If I've ever written that sentence before?
You would definitely have to be talking about Robin Hood for that to ever work out.
What's that?
Robin Hood. Errol Flynn. He was the original Robin Hood.
Oh yeah.
In like, I don't know.
Hang on. I'm going to see if I got them still.
I'm saying 1930 something, but I'm not sure about that. But like early.
Oh, yeah. I wrote, this is so Errol.
Yes.
And then I wrote weird, which is what I wanted to say.
Right.
And then I wrote as like sarcasm, like which rhymes with Errol, of course.
Yeah.
And Elena's like, I don't get it.
Yeah, no, nobody does.
And then she goes back and reads it, and she's like, what the fuck, Siri? I'm like, who the fuck is Errol? Anyway.
Sometimes Siri's way off base.
Like, get a fucking grip, lady.
Yeah.
Jesus. It's supposed to be this super smart AI. You ever tried asking Siri something for real?
A few times. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Siri. Let's see, she's not talking back to me now.
Maybe she's mad at you because all the shit you just talked about her.
But look, it says, I'm not sure I understand. And I'm like, what do I gotta...
Maybe she was listening and then you didn't say anything.
Hey, Siri, who's Errol?
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
Oh, there you go.
Aren't you bossy? You already got a wife. See
Hey,
ya.
man. Beat it, nerd.
hey, bossy McBoss pants.
Yeah. Hit the brakes.
Shit, where were we, man? How'd we get on this tangent?
I have no idea.
Oh, because somebody texted me that they were coming over.
Yeah. So what we were trying to find out was maybe answer this question on an awesome and or Errol Canadian vet group.
Oh man. What are those long-lasting light bulbs? The twirly ones. Fluorescent?
Yes. No, I feel like that's wrong.
No?
Halogen? I think halogen's right.
I think they're both right.
Well, maybe.
How do you spell fluorescent?
FL Orescent. Why don't you ask Siri how to spell it?
I'm not talking to that bitch right now.
We're mad at her.
Sorry. I gotta head this person off or they're gonna walk in the door while we're doing this.
Yeah. Which would totally throw everything off and make it sound weird.
No, I'm just not like me like not talking and texting in the middle of the show. Like that's totally normal.
We've already arrived on that, yeah.
But you know what? You brought me some hair of the dog.
Yeah, it's true.
And it's made me I feel a lot better. I'm gonna be fucking honest. I feel good.
Yeah.
Okay. Legit veterans groups, the Royal Canadian Legion. Mm-hmm. Which the trouble is not enough of us join in the same area. So like nobody in my age group, and I'm going to be 40 in a couple of weeks.
Right.
And I'm the youngest guy in my legion by a good decade.
No way.
But no other like 30, 25, 40-year-olds want to join.
Right.
So it's kind of like a bummer.
Definitely.
But, despite their... Well, whatever. We don't need to get into it here. But if you join it, they can help you.
Okay.
Wounded Warriors Canada is pretty good. Soldier On, of course. The military. Oh wait, he wants veterans groups.
Well, it says Canadian vet groups.
Because Wounded Warriors isn't really a veterans group; it's a charity.
Right.
There's a big difference between a group and a charity. So is Wounded Warriors Canada is a charity. It's a charity. Soldier On's a charity.
Right.
Like a veterans group would be like the Canadian Veterans Advocacy, I think.
Okay.
And Mike Blade does that one. Mike's good, he says a lot of stuff, but whatever. Part of the problem with the digital age is that a lot of these groups are online only.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, you don't really get to hang out. It's part of my problem.
Yeah.
Like, I want to go hang out.
Definitely.
And then the other problem is that, online you're allowed to be a dickhead.
That's true.
Or you think you are.
Right. Yes.
And then you wonder why nobody takes your calls when you call them after ranting at them online.
Yep.
Anyway, depends on what you're looking for, to be honest, man. Who asked this again?
It was Scotty O'Rogue.
Scotty, I got to be honest, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for someone to advocate for you, Canadian Veterans Advocacy, the Legion, Wounded Warriors Canada will help you. They'll give you some cash if you qualify. Same with Soldier On. Same with the Military Family Fund. I don't know. I don't know what you're looking for, brother. There's some motorcycle groups out there that are veteran only. Some of them are wannabe one percenters though. Like they act like everything.
Right.
It's so ridiculous. These guys, they act all tough and walk around looking like they're wannabe Hell's Angels, and it's like, well, hang on. Are you a veterans group or? But then there's other great ones. There's some really great veterans motorcycle groups too. So just be careful which one you're joining, unless that's what you're looking for too.
Right.
I don't know. I hang out with those guys sometimes. It's fun. Like, they're good guys, most of them. But some of them take the whole, like, I'm a wannabe biker gang a little too far.
Okay.
And it's like, okay, now I got to go.
Well, see ya.
Well, I'll see you later.
Well, it's after 1900. I got to get going.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. It's almost supper time.
Yeah.
The street lights are on.
That's right.
All right, next.
All right, cool. What kind of knife do you gravitate to for your EDC?
Oh. Where is my
Let's
EDC?
see.
It's a Benchmade. Oh, hang on. Let me go get it.
We're going to go fetch it over from the counter.
It's not in my pocket.
As I am looking at these other array of knives laying around, there's no shortage. You should start wearing the K-bar, actually. I think that's a bold
Technically,
move.
I believe the K-bar would be illegal to carry.
Nah, that's 3 inches, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure walking around on the street with that is illegal.
You might draw some unwanted
You can
attention.
do it in the woods when you're camping, but I'd pretty...
Yeah.
Hey, do you know you can walk around with a shotgun over your shoulder?
What do you mean? Like
Canada.
Like I can go outside right now?
Open carry. Yeah. Unloaded.
Yeah?
Actually, it might not even have to be unloaded.
No, I had no idea.
Our laws dictate, like the way their laws are written, if you have a shotgun slung over your shoulder walking down the street, there's nothing illegal about it.
Really?
Yeah. The cops will definitely show up,
100%.
and they will definitely be like, hey, man, the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Walking around Blackburn with a shotgun over your shoulder.
Yeah. Not
But
ideal.
they can't actually charge you with anything unless
No
you
way.
point it at someone or threaten them with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Don't do it.
No,
Please don't do it.
100% will not do that.
I would appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
Under the way our laws are written, unrestricted firearms can be just carried.
Oh, okay.
Especially hunting ones.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Just in case.
So my EDC is a Benchmade, and I don't remember the name because I've had it for 10 years.
It looks like he's got some good use on it. That's for sure.
So on the blade, it says 154 cm, Charlie Mike. It's got a half goat edge and it's got a half straight edge. It's a pretty typical design. we were in an engagement in the Panjway Valley, and I was with a Green Beret team, and dude had this knife hanging off like one of the loops of his tack vest or something, and I can't remember how I saw it, but I was just like, oh, it's a nice knife, because what else are you gonna talk about in a gunfight, right?
Right, of course.
And after the gunfight, he like basically walked over and like handed it to me. I was like, hey, thanks for having my back.
Right,
and I'm like, dope.
Yeah, of course.
And I've had it ever since.
Right on.
And I didn't. And then I had, I ordered a couple of these Ontario Knife Company blades. Let me see. There were, it's a first production run.
Yep.
I believe this is Ontario Knife Company. I thought it was. Hang on, I can't see. My eyes are starting to go. I'm not used to like having normal vision like the rest of you. I believe this is Ontario Knife Company out of California. Anyway, I ordered this one, and as you can see, it's got like wannabe desert colors on it.
Mm-hmm.
Originally, it was, if you feel the handle, it was like a rubberized coating.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But you can see how it's peeled off in a lot of places.
Yeah.
So I would carry this, and then I had a black one just like it.
Okay.
And I would carry that one. But I found like the belt clips on these ones,
Yeah.
because the pocket clips would bend. I've had to take it off and like bend it back into place like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, it's a little thin.
For this one, I actually took the clip off and flipped it over so that when I pull it out, because it used to go in your pocket like this with the
Right.
blade facing, because the blade folds.
Yep.
So you would have had to like, if you needed it in an emergency, pull it out and then like flip it in your hand.
Right. Okay.
Whereas this way, you pull it out and it's already in your like
You're
it's
ready
already
to
in your fist, right?
Yeah.
And so it's just a little bit quicker.
Yeah, I dig that.
Not that I would need it for anything against anyone but a piece of fruit.
Of course not. You could slice the hell out of an apple with it, though.
And I have.
Right?
And
Of
I've
course.
cut lots of rope.
Yeah, for sure.
And what else? I've eaten with this. I've made coffee.
Yeah.
Cut some cake.
Yeah, good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyway, sorry. So the Ontario Knife Company, though, the model was, and again, and this is going back, I think I've had these ones 15 years. X3 or the 13-1. I got to be honest, I don't remember. I bought this, Ontario Knife Company
There it is.
off the rep at a sniper comp he was there.
Cool.
And he had these with him,
Yep.
and I managed to talk him into letting me buy them off him for a decent price.
Right on.
Because they're first production run, so there was only like 200 of them made or something like that.
Okay.
So if I was like a knife aficionado, I
Yeah.
would have put it in some case and never used it.
Right.
But I don't do that with anything. So
Sometimes you need to just use
the
it.
only thing I've ever done that with in my life, comic books and
Okay.
cards,
Right.
which are still in my basement.
Very nice.
I should check on that. I might be able to send the kids to college with that stuff.
Who knows, right?
With all the like movies coming out now.
It's worth a look.
Huh. Anyway.
Cool.
And then every now and then I've tried a different knife a couple times.
Yeah.
And I just always end up going back to my Benchmade.
Okay. Right on.
Because the Ontario Knife Company ones are okay, but they're fatter, right? You see how much
it's
fatter that is?
Quite a bit bigger.
Even though it's a shorter blade, and actually it's got a good feel in the hand.
Yep.
But I don't know, the Benchmade one is just perfect. It's always there. I even put it in my like suit pants.
Right.
Like it's just there. No big deal. It's not in the way.
Yep.
So
Very nice.
anyway, if we lived in a free country, I'd probably carry my 320
Of course.
6 hour.
Why not? Just feels
Why
good.
wouldn't I?
That's right. That's what
It's
I'm saying.
just there.
Yep.
It's not a big deal.
Yep.
Don't bug me.
That's right.
Don't bug me. There won't be no problem.
That's right. That's right.
Did you hear Tim Kennedy, the USADA guy, the guys that test for the drug use,
Yes.
showed up at his house unannounced and he pulled a gun on him?
Yeah.
I was like, get the fuck out of my house. Because the guy, he's like, I don't know you.
For sure you don't roll up on the house.
I guess he was like, he looked like a creeper in the driveway though.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
So
and it was like, is this Tim Kennedy's house? And Tim Kennedy's like, uh-huh.
yeah.
Who the fuck? Because he's on the ISIS kill list, eh?
That's right. Yeah.
He's like he's like the top 5.
Yeah.
And like, so yeah,
He's not taking chances.
don't sneak up on a guy who's on the ISIS kill list, first of all, and he's
sure.
basically Captain America.
Yeah, 100% Captain America. Yeah. Right on.
Anyway, I wouldn't pull a gun on anybody. Probably.
Maybe.
Anyway, what's the next question?
All right. Let's see here. Abdel says, I'm a pretty quiet and somewhat shy guy. Any advice on stepping up as a leader and getting after it?
Read my friend Jocko Willink's book, Extreme Ownership.
Yeah.
Also, what do you need the leadership for?
Mm-hmm.
I guess is a good question. Do you want to be a leader, or are you a leader?
Right.
Like, have you been put into a leadership position? The fact that you're asking this question is an amazing first step.
Definitely.
Some people go, well, I'm just a leader. Do what I say. Leaders always lead by example. They never put expectations on their people that they themselves cannot achieve, unless they are put on the person with the knowledge that I'm expecting you to do this because I know I can't.
Right. Yeah.
There's a like Jocko talks about it. I talk about it. Have the confidence to delegate and disappear. Now that's a bit of an insult in the military.
Right.
Which means you delegate your job to someone. No.
Right.
But you have people around you that are very qualified and very knowledgeable. Delegate what you know they can do to make your life easier as the boss.
That makes
as
sense.
the leader.
Yep.
And then get out of their way.
Yeah.
The worst kind of boss is the one that tells you what to do and then tells you how to do it.
Yeah.
Oh no. You gotta do it that way. How about you just let me finish? and then maybe you can tell me. I hated that style. Like, we had one of those guys in snipers for a while. It's just like, it was brutal. You couldn't do anything without him being like, oh, I got a few tips here.
Right.
Bro, you've been a sniper less than I have.
Right. Yeah.
You're just here because you outrank me. It's like,
Yep.
fuck off.
Beat it.
Beat it, nerd.
Yeah.
Beat it, eh? You hoser. Yeah. So anyway, the fact that you're asking is a great thing. And if you want to be the leader that they respect, like, don't do their job for them though. You're not their buddy. At the end of the day, you are the leader. You are the boss.
Yep.
Hold them to a high standard. Hold yourself to a high standard. Accept that people will fuck up, and yourself. And if you do fuck up and own it, you'll gain more respect than you will ever lose by pretending that you're perfect.
Right on.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Next question.
Next. Our brother, Joe O'Donnell.
Joe, is he trying to get us to buy ketones again?
No.
Okay.
He wants to know about, he said he's researching cold water submersion and cryotherapy for performance.
Have you been following his Facebook posts?
No, I haven't seen it.
He is a fucking machine.
He's a maniac, eh?
He's doing like 3-4 day fasts.
He's a robot.
And then he'll go out and just destroy a plate of food, but like very specific.
Right.
And what was I reading the other day? Oh no, he did a month straight of cold showers.
Nice. I like that.
Anyway,
like
sorry.
that.
What's his question?
He's asking about your thoughts on it. Cryotherapy for performance optimization purposes.
Joe, I got to be honest, buddy.
You ever tried that?
I'm super interested.
Yeah.
Just haven't gotten around to jumping in a bathtub full of ice.
Yeah, I know, right?
I guess I just haven't had the will or opportunity.
Yeah.
Like, I have the will, but it's one of those like, oh, let me take 2 hours and fill my tub with ice and then jump in for however long you could jump in for.
Yeah.
Like, and then it's like, or, we could watch a movie and order a pizza.
Right?
You know?
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
if I was still active like he is, I'd be all over this stuff.
Right.
Because he's, like, if you're still soldiering, you got to, especially at my age, every little trick to keep up with the kids.
For sure.
And he's I believe he's a major.
Okay. Yep.
And his dad, like, he comes, like, talking to him, his lineage is military back going to like 100 years or something like that.
Right
it's crazy. On. It's awesome. And he's a go-getter.
Yeah.
You didn't meet him. Oh yeah, you didn't meet him.
No, just through thousands of emails.
He's an awesome dude.
Right. Cool.
And like his troops are lucky to have him,
Right on.
in my opinion.
That's great.
Yeah, but I tried. I was gonna try the Chamber, but the one place in Ottawa that had it at the time had it closed.
Right.
And I think though in the last couple of years another place has opened, or
Yeah.
a few other places actually may have opened. So I might like wander over and check it out.
Yeah.
Because I want to get. Remember we were bitching about the vitamin infusions.
That's right.
It's the same kind of stuff.
Right.
You know, like so you get a few people that are the pioneers, and then they go out of business usually. And now, like I've heard that the other places are opening again where you can go and get like an IV bag of vitamins
Right. Yep.
because it's vitamins.
Yeah.
So go fuck yourself, government.
That's right.
Like, what do you got to get involved here?
Just let me take the vitamins.
It's so odd to me, man. Like it's just like I can take a vitamin by hand, but once somebody puts it in an IV, it's a problem.
Yeah. So weird, eh?
It's just like, well, we got to make sure it's safe. Well, if it's not safe, it'll hurt somebody and you can throw people in jail.
There you go.
Like, what if the bottle of vitamin B12 I got in my cupboard kills me?
Yeah.
Oops.
Big time move.
Hey, Jameson, come here.
Right.
You had some answers to give.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, I've you know that Wim Hof guy.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about doing his course.
Yeah? Okay.
And actually, right before you got here, I was on Seal Grinder PT's page on Facebook.
Right.
And they had, I'm like, you assholes. They had some guy. He was frozen under ice.
Yeah.
Like his arms were out and his legs were out. And he was breathing through like a water bottle with the bottom cut off.
Right. Okay.
And he was like frozen into this pond.
Oh my god.
With like with shorts on.
Right.
And I'm like, and it says, get comfortable being uncomfortable. I'm like, go fuck yourself.
Awful.
But there's actually a lot like Wim Hof. Anyway, it's just funny, but that there's a lot to be said about the Nordic countries and the Russians, and where they do a lot of hot cold immersion.
Yep.
And it's actually amazing for your immune system. It's great for your joints. Inflammation is pushed out of the body with it. And like you can do one or the other, but if you can do both together, it's actually supposed to be like I guess sauna used to be you'd go in the sauna for whatever, and then you'd go and jump in an ice bath.
Yeah.
That's just what they used to do.
Yeah.
And people still do it. Like a friend of mine posted a thing from her kid's birthday party where all the kids were in the hot tub and then they were running around in the snow in the yard.
Roll around. Yeah.
It's actually, that's really good for you.
Absolutely.
Apparently.
Yep.
So, you know, I want to get back into that stuff, but again, it's one of those like time and opportunity things.
Yeah.
Like if Movati had an ice pool,
Right.
it'd be easy. You just go jump in.
Sure.
But for me too, though, it's actually not that easy to just jump in a pool.
It's a process.
Well, it's my legs and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Same thing with the sauna. Like you go in the sauna and you're just like, I just sweat in my legs and they fall off. It's brutal. Right?
Yeah.
So anyway, I'll get back into it, but keep going with it, Joe, and keep fasting, keep macronutrient, whatever, cold showers.
Yeah. I'll have to take
You know
a
what?
look at
I might
his
order
stuff.
his wife's ketone stuff though.
I want to try him out.
I've heard like it's an actual meal though.
Yeah.
Like these
I
the
don't know.
packages.
Right. Okay.
Like it's like not a meal, but it's like it's a meal replacement shake.
Okay. Right.
With ketones in it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, okay, that's different. I thought it was like a like Kool-Aid type thing.
Right.
I'm like, well, I'll still be hungry.
yeah. Yeah.
So I'm thinking about trying the ketone diet or
Ketosis.
Ketosis.
Yeah.
Ketogenic.
I'm telling you,
Because since I fell off the bodybuilding bandwagon,
man, that's what I'm all about.
well, I'm just saying, no, I got a little bit of a gutty poo again.
Well, I mean, I wasn't going to mention anything, but
Well, I'm not. I don't look terrible, but at
Yeah.
the same time, I'm just like, hey, man, I kind of liked it when this thing wasn't around.
yeah, for sure.
So anyway,
Get on it.
yeah, and the bodybuilding, I'll try again next year, maybe.
Yeah,
The commitment is tough when you
it's a
have.
beast.
Well, just when you have so many different things that like if I only did the politics, I could probably do it.
Right.
If I only did the book, if I
Yeah.
only did the podcast,
Yeah.
right? If I only did the veteran stuff,
Yeah.
or maybe just like one or two of those things. But with everything we do,
It's tough.
just like, man, the whole thing, and then the kids and the wife and the cars and the dogs and the cats and the stupid fish and. Anyway,
Yeah.
enough about my life. Hey, what's the next question?
Hey, there we go. Before we go to the next question, I've wet my beak on a little bit of research about this cold therapy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And what about and I've done like cold showers and things like that. Feels great, actually. By the way, like once you get through the it feels shitty stage of being in cold water afterwards,
yeah.
Your body does feel great. And they say from like the research, I get kind of like a median of about 20% improvement in recovery.
Right.
So that's great, right?
Yeah.
If you can recover better from
5% is
exercise,
considered amazing medically.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
So,
So if you can heal faster from workouts or whatever it is,
you know
then
what? If
do
it makes you feel better, do it.
exactly
If it has zero actual benefit, but you feel better,
right, yeah,
fuck, who cares?
still do it. Right on. All right, let's see what we got here. Do you have any recommended reading for those interested in breaking into long-range shooting? Looking at putting together a 20-inch 5.56 rig with glass. Any type of reading out there for people that could get a good start?
Reading. I don't think I've ever read a shooting book in my life. There's a handbook that snipers get, not that we take it that seriously, but it may have a section in it about shooting. It's called the Ultimate Sniper
Okay.
handbook. It's been, I think the last time I even cracked it open, it was 2005.
Okay, so a little while ago.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Reading. You know, shooting's not that hard to explain. But he's getting into what I'm trying to get into, which is the lightweight, long range stuff. Like I'm getting that 5.56 DMR
Right.
from
Yep.
Colt Canada.
Yep.
It's in the mail apparently, but we've heard that story before, right? Haven't we, Luke? Huh?
We'll
Yeah,
see.
so I'll believe it when I get it. They're like, "Yeah, happy early Christmas present. It's in the mail."
Amazing.
Well, I guess Canada Post must be using a pony because it's been 2 weeks.
I've seen them on a pony.
Yeah, right. Anyway, yeah, you know what? Just start. You know, we live in 2017. Go Google it,
Right. Yeah.
and then on Facebook, there's a group called the Snipers Hide.
right.
I think there's one called Shooter Inc. Yeah, and start looking for forums, maybe on like people that shoot long range 223, because you got to get like I'm looking for a 77 grain round. I heard there's an 80 grain or an 85 grain, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm gonna see how it goes. My barrel's only gonna be 18 inches, so I'm not sure exactly what the best. They like to use Hornady 75 grain.
Okay.
But I feel like the 77 grain, you'd have no idea what I'm talking about right now, do you?
I follow.
Well, you're a shooter. Yeah, you know.
7%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I definitely have. There's a lot of room for me to learn. but
Yeah,
I'm
I
on
feel like
board.
the 77 grain out of that barrel, if I'm guessing the ballistics, because it's a 1 in 6 twist, I think the extra weight will be good at the shorter. By shorter, I mean anything over 300 meters.
Right.
Because it'll have that little tiny bit more kinetic energy, even though it's slowing down a lot.
I dig it.
So, but it's still it's a 223, so it's just tiny. It's a little,
Okay.
it's a little guy.
Little baby. Man.
But I feel like it can punch.
Okay.
So
cool.
I'm gonna really put it through its test. Also, it's a semi-automatic platform, which is different from a bolt action. You know, so there's a lot of factors that come into play, but you know. You are a 5.56 wannabe shooter, so just Google it.
Turn to the internet.
Turn to the interwebs.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah.
One
And then
more?
meet me at the range, and we'll compare guns.
There you go. Cool. One more.
Yeah, we're at an hour. Let's do one more.
So would like your opinion. Remington 700,
Mm-hmm.
308,
Yes.
5R mil spec. What kind of optics do you recommend?
Night Force.
Ooh, Okay.
That fast.
Bam.
See that fast
Just
I
like
was?
that.
Night Force.
Go get it immediately.
My buddy who is maybe on in that team that we talked about earlier,
Sure.
and he was on a course where I was a trainer. So he was on a basic sniper course, and this is going back probably 20 years. Well, maybe not that long ago, but best sniper I ever worked with.
Right on.
And he is known in the industry or in the community. He bought a 700
Yep.
just like 2 days ago.
Okay.
He's like, oh, hey, check it out. Now to get some glass. And I'm like, oh, what glass are you going to get? He's like, Night Force.
Obviously.
And I'm like, touche, my friend. Touche.
Right. Yeah.
Night Force isn't like the darling that it was back in the early thousands,
Right.
but it's still like it's like saying, hey, is a Mercedes good?
Right. Okay.
What?
Huh?
Yeah. So they might not be like the newest and the brightest and the most technologically advanced anymore, but it's still Night Force.
It's quality.
You know you're getting quality.
Yeah.
Schmidt and Bender is a good one as well. I like Schmidt and Bender. I like Night Force.
Leopold?
No, Leopold doesn't have as good glass.
No?
Yeah. Not well, I mean, if you really want to reach out, like the Leopold glass, I've just, you know what though, it's been a while since I looked through a Leopold.
Right.
Maybe they got better glass now. I just always found it just not quite like. It's so hard to describe the difference.
Something was missing.
It just didn't seem as. Okay, here's Leopold. I would put on my deer hunting rifle.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Okay. And that's probably why I know it too, right? Because I know more
Yeah.
of these things.
Yeah. Like, I'm
the
not-
hunting world. Yeah.
I'm not dissing them. I'm just saying, like, if you really want to reach out and touch someone,
Yeah.
Leopold's okay if you're 308 out to like 600, 800 meters.
Okay.
Maybe.
Right.
But if you are really need to be serious, like, what are we even fucking talking about? Like,
Right.
it's Night Force, it's Schmidt and Bender.
Right.
I feel like there's a third company I want to say, but I can't. My mind's blanking right now. And also, but even within the companies, there's different levels.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
So, what do I always say? Your glass should probably cost as much or more as your rifle.
That makes sense.
And if you might not be able to achieve that. Like, I don't know what kind of rifle you bought. Your scope might cost half.
Right.
But your scope, the last thing you want to cheap out on your precision shooting rifle is your scope.
Yeah. Yeah.
But again, I say that about everything. Don't cheap out on the ammo
Yeah.
because that's what actually hits the target. It's like buying a Porsche and getting Canadian tires put on.
Yeah.
All right, hey, check out these Walmart tires.
Sick, eh?
Saved a ton of dough,
Yeah.
but it's a Porsche.
Yeah.
Yeah, but gotta save some money. Fuck, Porsche is expensive.
Gotta save somewhere.
I told you the story, right? Where the guy had the $5,000 rifle and he had shit ammo,
Yeah, that's right.
and he had a stoppage every 2 or 3 rounds.
Right.
It's like, hey man, how about you sell that? Buy one like mine, which $1,200,
Yeah.
and spend the rest on good ammo.
There you go.
It drives me bananas, some of these guys. But anyway, he's asking the right questions. So you got a Remington 700 platform, 308. Find yourself a nice 3 to 16, maybe. You really don't need much more than that with a 308. Maybe you can go up to 22 if you want. 3.5 to 22, maybe. I don't know what Night Force sells in their differences there. And go out there and start making shit happen with it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Cool.
Are we done?
That's it.
Is this our out?
Yep.
Luke, you're such a producer.
Right? Am I? So good.
All right, guys.
Producer of the year.
This is Jody Mitic.
Coach Luke Rowan.
Thank you so much for listening. And I'm sorry my hungover ass is coming to you after a delay like this. Don't worry, we're going to ramp it up. My friend Adam was coming by today. He got called out by his wife and granddaughter. He will be back. Can you do one tomorrow?
Let me check.
Or Wednesday? You want to just stick with Wednesday?
Definitely Wednesday.
So he's going to be here for one of those 2 days if we
Okay.
can.
Yep.
And we're going to talk a little bit about the fall of Aleppo
Yeah.
and how all these dum-dums are saying, why didn't Canada and the U.S. just intervene?
Right.
yeah, sure. If you want to start World War III, let's just go in there.
Yeah.
And then you got Kevin, Mr. Wonderful Dragon Den O'Leary saying, let's just send in peacekeepers.
Right.
Cool, man.
Because he knows how it goes. Yeah.
Well, even if he knew how it goes, bro, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, we should have peacekeepers there within 6 months. Cool. Yeah, under whose mandate?
Right.
Yeah, are we rocking in under a creeping artillery barrage? Because that's the only way we're getting in there.
Right.
Fuck, man. How about Saudi Arabia sends in some peacekeepers since, it's their area of the world?
Right.
Anyway, I don't want to get into the politics too much now. I want to do it with Adam.
Definitely.
Maybe, what's his name, come back as well? Borealis?
Oh, yeah. Phil?
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 Old
Yeah, I
man
think
Phil?
so. Yeah.
Get Phil back in here to talk about some stuff.
Yeah,
and,
that'd be
we almost had Kevin Newman today.
Yeah.
We had a bunch of almost today.
Big time.
Yeah, but everybody got busy anyway. So we love you guys. We appreciate you listening. We appreciate your patience. T-shirts are coming soon. Website is coming soon. This is business, guys. This is business. This is how it goes. Something will be right there within your grasp. You just don't close your hand fast enough. It's gone.
Snatch.
It's gone. Subscribe to us on iTunes. Leave a
Review.
review.
Leave
Yeah.
a review.
Review. It helps us out. When we start going to Amazon and asking for clicks, it helps.
Yep.
And follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, the Jody Mitic Podcast, and or me, Jody Mitic, and or Coach Luke Rowan. And we love you guys. Have a Merry fucking Christmas if we don't talk to you before it, and a Happy New Year. I just had a great idea, though.
Shoot.
Do you want to do a live day podcast?
Yes. The answer is yes.
My live day is January 11th.
Let's
And
do
then
it.
I'm going to SHOT Show
Yep.
in Vegas. I feel like we should do a podcast on my live day
100% we should.
and watch. Maybe we'll watch it like a stupid movie.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Die Hard, Christmas movie or no?
Ooh, so good. Yeah.
Die Hard 2, Christmas movie or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Die Hard 3? It's not a Christmas movie.
Not a Christmas movie.
Not a Christmas
No.
movie.
Off the list.
Die Hard 6, I can't remember. It doesn't happen over Christmas, does it?
Not that I recall.
It's in Russia. But anyway, I like that meme. There's two people in the world, those who believe Die Hard is a Christmas movie and those that are wrong.
That's right. That's 100% accurate.
Have a Die Hard weekend and week there, troops, and we will be back in short order. This is the Jody Mitic Podcast. We're out.